Hi guys, welcome to Forming New Habits. This is my 2024 debt confession video. I am hoping to tackle some debt and form new financial habits. So I'll start off with a little bit of an introduction, introducing myself since this is my first video. I am 30 years old. I'm married with 3 children. I'm a stay-at-home mom as well as a homeschool mom. So I homeschool our eldest daughter, who is 6 years old. So being that I'm at home, my husband is the primary breadwinner. So he works, brings in the money, and I am the accountant. Well, kind of, not really, but I try my best, to budget and pay our bills and manage our expenses, so he doesn't have to worry about all of that. So I do that part. And this year I just really wanted to tackle our debt and just get some of these bills out of the way. We're planning on purchasing a home soon, so I just wanted to minimize some of the debt that we have so that we can go ahead and purchase our home, right? So for these videos I'm just mainly going to focus on my debt because my husband has debt also, but he doesn't want his debt included in the videos. So I'm just going to focus on my debt, and once I do our monthly budgeting, I'm just going to take out whatever is going towards his debt, and then whatever is left, that's what we'll work with, whether it's going to expenses or my debt. Right, so yeah, let's just jump right into what I am dealing with right now. Okay, so the first 2 things I have here are medical bills. So this is a hospital bill and an OB bill. So we recently moved here to the US. In 2021 we moved from Canada, and we're currently in Nebraska, which I am loving. I absolutely love Nebraska. But yeah, so when I came, I got pregnant pretty quickly. So I ended up having these bills, and at the time I didn't have insurance, right? So this is the reason for the kind of high balances. No insurance at the time, so we had to pay out of pocket. So we ended up setting up a payment plan with a bank, but there was some confusion with the payments, and they ended up sending it back to the hospital, and then the hospital sent it to collections. So these bills are in collections right now. So the hospital bill is $11,081.08. Obviously no interest, and I still need to figure out what the monthly payments are going to be, so I'm going to reach out to them. And then for the OB bill, it's $4,753. So yeah, these kind of tie in together, and I'm gonna reach out to them and see how much needs to be paid, how much I can pay monthly, set up a payment plan or something like that, because like I said, I want to just minimize our debt, get rid of it, and just know that we don't owe anyone. Alright, so the next 2 bills now, so another medical bill. And remember I said I had 3 children. So I have a 17-month-old and a 6-week-old that we had recently in December. So these are the bills for his birth and for that pregnancy. So for these ones, I have insurance. I had insurance at the time, which is good. So these ones are a little bit less. The hospital bill is $7,745.50. And these ones are kind of still in the works because the hospital hasn't actually sent this bill out yet, but I was able to see it through my insurance account. I was able to see how much was charged. So the hospital needs to just send the remainder, and then we will figure out what the monthly payments will be for that one. And for the OB bill, that went through insurance. So I have $278.48 left to pay for that. And no monthly payments, because honestly I feel like I'm just going to pay this one off and just get rid of that one. Just get that one out of the way. Alright, so those are the medical bills. And then the next one now is from CCC. This is from a college that I went to when I just came to the United States. So I had to take some courses to upgrade my nursing. Yes, so these I have to pay $340 for the remainder. So this is what is left. And although I'm not working right now, I'm still working towards furthering my education. So yeah, that's what that bill is for. And no monthly payments, because I really just want to get rid of this one too, right? So these small payments, I just want to budget in a way where I can just pay them off, get them out of the way. All right, so the next one, okay, this is another medical bill. This is Quest, and it's the labs that I had to do for this pregnancy. Like I said, no insurance, so this is the balance was $901.53. So I need to set up a payment plan for that as well. And I don't believe that there's interest on medical bills. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know how it works in the US, but I don't think there's interest on them. So the good thing about these is that majority of them are no interest, so I can just work on just paying down the balance, which is good. All right, so the next thing that I have is a credit card from Credit One Bank, and the credit limit is $300, and right now I have a balance of $195 on there, and the interest rate is 29.24, and the monthly payment is $30. So that's that. The next one is a Capital One credit card, and the limit that I have on there is $1,000, and the balance is $962.66. So I really need to work on getting this down, because as you can tell, it is almost maxed out, so I need to really work on getting this down. The interest rate is 30.74%, and the minimum payment is $38. But I do try my best to pay more than the minimum payment, so we can get the balance down pretty quickly. So that is roughly it for my expenses alone. in the US, right? For my debt alone in the US, this is it. But I did want to include our car payment that we pay. We owe roughly $15,000 on that right now, and I believe the interest is 17%, and we pay $450 on that for monthly payments. It's supposed to be $425, but we pay $450 on that. Yeah, so that's for me and my husband. Yeah. All right, so let's move down to Canada. I do have some debt in Canada. Not much, but yeah, there's some there. So we want to tackle those as well. The first one that I have is a government loan, and I owe $8,000 on that, no interest, and I'm paying $112 on that. These are gonna start in February, so I haven't actually paid anything on this yet. So yeah, February this will start. The next thing is a car payment, because I did have a vehicle while I was in Canada. I grew up there, so got older, got a vehicle, so I owed, I believe, $20,000 on it. I ended up selling it when I moved here, so this is what is left over with the bank. $5,755.12. And I pay $100 a month, and there is no interest as well. So I'm really working to get this done, to get this down. I think originally, like after I sold it, I had $6,400 left on it, so I made quite a few payments to get that down. And I do try also to put a little bit of extra on it, but the monthly payments right now are $100. Okay. The next thing that I have is a TD credit card. The limit is $1,000, and currently my balance is $350. I don't know what the interest is for this. I would have to go and check it out and see. But the monthly payments are $16 a month, and yeah, I normally pay way more than that on this card. So that is a credit card. And then this one is consolidation. So I had a few personal loans back in 2019, so I decided to consolidate those into one payment. And I believe when I started, I owed $11,000, and I was able to get it down now to $1,120. So I am so happy about that. It's almost done. I pay $325 a month, and I actually just made a payment last week, so this balance is actually lower than what's actually here. So this should be done in April of 2024. Yeah, so I am so happy about that. And the next one is paid off. It's a Virgin phone bill that I had in Canada, and I just wanted to include this in here just for some motivation, you know, to just show myself that I can do it. I did it. I paid off one, and we can work on paying off the rest of these, right? So I believe this was about $1,200, and yeah, I was able to pay that off this year. Yeah, so that's done. So my Canadian bills for debt in total is $15,225.12. And then the American one, I didn't calculate it, but I believe it's roughly 26,000, roughly, excluding this car payment. So yeah, those are my expenses that I need to tackle. And my plan is to start to eliminate the smaller ones first. So I believe that's the snowball method. And I'm just gonna, these small ones right here, I'm just gonna work on getting those paid off as quickly as possible. So my husband, he has a pretty good income, so that is not an issue. It's just now to prioritize and manage the money well, right? So we need to work on a strategy and how to distribute the money correctly, because there should be enough to cover our expenses plus pay off our debt, right? And so far it hasn't been done, so I really had to buckle down and figure out what we can do to get these paid, right? And like I said earlier, I'm gonna put my husband's aside also so that we can tackle his debt as well, right? So yes, that is my plan. And guys, I am open to any advice that you guys have, any strategies, anything that I need to implement into this. I am open to any advice that I can get from you guys. So I am looking forward to this journey. I hope you guys will continue to follow along and enjoy as I work to just ticking these off as we go. Yes, thank you so much guys for watching. Look out for my next video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.